Hey, what's up, everyone? So I'm coming back with a very quick part two to our No Rest for the Wicked video from yesterday that we started from my Steam library edition number 1. So in my time off last night, I did some grinding in the game, not too much actually. And when I say grind, I really don't mean grind like other games where you really have to grind stuff. This was like a fun grind, a short grind, a grind that really made massive differences in my gameplay. Last night we were having lots of trouble with some of the bosses and even some of the heavier enemies like the axe enemies, the hammer enemies, stuff like that. We're just having a lot of trouble getting parries in, a lot of trouble doing damage, and just very simple things like that. And I want to share with you some things that I learned while playing that made some massive changes in my gameplay. So let's go over there real quick. So couple things I want to show you and some things that I did not utilize last night. So first off, my level. When I was going after these bosses and these heavies, I was probably about level 4, not very high. And probably the biggest reason was I was moving through the story, I was moving through the areas. I wasn't really going back and killing more stuff. And I was doing a couple quests, but not a lot, maybe a couple bounties here and there. But I wasn't going back through and killing a lot of things. And what really made it easier to get a couple levels under my belt and get some more HP, get some more stamina, get more of everything was the upgrades, which I really didn't do much of last night because I wasn't sure how to do it. It probably said it somewhere in the game, but I know I read it, but you know, tutorials in early access, and this one was pretty good. I just didn't really, it didn't really stick what I needed to do. So a couple things that I want to share that really made a difference in my game, and it's made things a lot easier. So first off, enchanting your gear. So if you see a piece of gear that's kind of like this, now this is a copper pickaxe, so you won't be enchanting this, but it's just an example. If you see a piece of gear that does not have a color on the back of it, that means it's not enchanted. You want to go to Eleanor. She's in the market in Sacrament. She's just above the smith, just below the woodcutter. She can enchant any of your gear for 1 silver, which is a massive worth it. You spend 1 silver on everything that you're currently using and get it enchanted. What that does is it gives it a bunch of skills. Like for example, this sword or this knife has attack stamina cost decreased by 14%. It deals 11 electric damage on a parry, and I gain 3% focus on damage dealt. Other things, the shield. Now this one also has a negative, but has a lot of positives. Increases my focus by 67 for 20 seconds after I parry. Increase stamina by 10 for 20 seconds after I parry. Increase poise defense, and it reflects 3% damage taken. And I can go to all my pieces of gear now, and I can see armor increased by 17%. Heat resistance increased by 15. Item weight decreased by 18. Poise defense increased by 13. And it just keeps going. There's all kinds of different ones. Gain 11% health on parry. That is huge. Stagger resistance by 8%. Go and enchant your gear, okay? Even if it's not something that you plan on using in the long run, so far from what I'm seeing with the equipment that the game gives you, it is worth it to at least enchant it, okay? So that's the first one. That's Eleanor in Sacrament. She's just above the smith, just below the woodcutter. So the second one, upgrade your gear. So the first levels of upgrades for everything doesn't cost that much. And for the things that you can't create yet, things like copper ingots, you can buy directly from the smith. So in addition, you can upgrade it at Fillmore the Smith in the market in Sacrament. He's right inside the market. You'll see him. He's probably one of the first people that you meet in the game because he's part of the quests. But if you see that little 1, which is the blue in the top right corner of the item, that means I've upgraded all the levels through phase 1 of this weapon. And then you have to get some more difficult items to get into, I call it phase 2. So you want to upgrade your stuff as much as you can. Weapons, use the things that are weapon shards, which look, if I have any right now, look like that. And you pick up a bunch of them. Like right now I have 15. Armor uses armor shards like this. Right now I have 8, and then a couple other things like the basic hides. There's another like leather hide and things like that. But most of these things are things that you found as you're fighting. Go ahead and upgrade your gear. It has made a huge difference, especially like on the armor. You'll get a big armor boost every time you upgrade it. The third thing is we go back to Eleanor in the market in Sacrament, and we use our gems. So far, I found a decent number of gems while I'm playing the game. Here's a chipped amethyst. This gives me bonuses. On some of my gear, you can see I've put a gem on it, and that's called Infusing when you go to Eleanor. Right in the center of the stats, you can see gems gain 8% health on kill. My shield deals 1 cold damage on a block. I think, oh yeah, and I have one on my armor right now, health increased by 14%. These are massive upgrades, especially this one, gain 8% health on a kill. It means every time I get a kill, I'm getting some of that health I might have lost back. In the long run, that dramatically reduces the amount of food that you need to use. So it's just a massive difference. Doing all 3 of these things, which you use the stuff that you find anyway, and especially in the case of enchanting, you're spending a silver every time. It is more than worth it, and just is a huge change in the game. So what we're gonna do right now, I might not get it right away, but I'm gonna kind of play with it till I get it. This is one of the bosses I was having trouble on last night. This is like the commander. I can't remember his name. It starts with a D. I got him to half health twice last night, and it was rough. I had to get like 3 to 5 parries in, good ones, and no matter how many times I hit him, I probably hit him well over 20 times, and I barely got him to half. So we're gonna see what kind of differences it makes. A couple things I'm gonna do to prep. So first off, I have my food ready. I'm gonna use my good ones, which is the mushroom meat curry. That's kind of the best thing I found that you can make right now. I'm going to use blade oil, which gives me a damage bonus. And then I'm going to move it over to the small vial of stamina. And I'm going to have that ready and try to use it as I go. So here we go. Let's see what happens. I should have hit him right there. Getting some stamina back. That's my rune right there. I missed it though. He blocked it. Gotta make sure I use it at the right time. Damage is definitely way better than last night. Okay, there's my one little hit. I can get in when he stops. I gotta roll away from there. Come on, run again. Rune. Okay, I got the rune. See that? Doesn't make him stagger as much as the other enemies, but he still staggers. Let me get some food in. Run? Yeah. Come on. Come on. One hit. Okay. You saw I used my rune on like the 3rd hit that time instead of the 4th. That way, make sure I got it in. I could have hit the right there, but I missed it. That's all right. I accidentally did an extra roll, so I could have got another hit. Oh shit. Shit. Come on. Come on. That chop is terrible when he gets you with it. Let me get some food just to... I know I wasn't really low, but I don't want to get caught in like a big string of his hits. Like that. If I got caught in that, he can kill me really quick. The rune's good. I love that stab with the sword. Shit, that's what I didn't want to happen. So you're gonna run? Gonna run? There's just enough stagger on that rune that I can hit him one more time. Get some stamina. Yep. Run. Ooh, he didn't. That was a little different. Usually when he lunges like that, I got time. Ooh. First time getting into this cutscene.
Dead man. Ellsworth can't protect Sacrament. He can't protect anyone.
Nice, beautiful. See, that was the difference in how the upgraded equipment, the enchanted equipment, and infusing gets you. Plus my levels, obviously. I put some stuff into health, put some stuff into stamina, put some stuff into the equip. That way I didn't have so much weight. But that is just a massive difference in what we saw last night. And I should have done it. I just didn't really research it. I didn't really understand how the upgrade systems worked. But you can see now, it made all the difference. And it was so much easier. But I think that's it for now. I will be back later with a part. I told you that was a quick part 2, but this is I will be back with part 3 to show more of the story and how it progresses. But thanks everyone again. See you later.